Oh yeah, it's back to back night coming.
Yep. Y'all know what it is. Yep. Yep, with the yelling. How y'all gonna do the loud prayer like that after I said that was it? That's it, baby. Yep. Eagles wear boxers. You know what's coming up. That's right, Eagle wear in the house. In the house. Friday. Thank God it's Friday, right? That's what they say. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah. We're going to get into everything that we need to get into. Hopefully. Yeah. How it does. Yeah. I'm going to drop a few, I don't know, a few hookups or a hookup or so. At least one. I got one. I'm talking about a bunch of them. I don't have all of them with me. I don't know where they're at. They somewhere, but I just don't have them with me. But if I had them, I would offer them to you. But I just don't have them. And I'm going to just wait around a little bit. Yeah, until y'all get up in here. Let me see. I see, okay. The queen got something out. Let me go see what she's talking about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I missed Marlo. Why am I not getting my... What was I doing? I know I was up. Like, why am I not getting my notifications? I feel like y'all do now, so I'm going to have to go back and do the same thing I told y'all to do. I'm going to have to unsubscribe and then subscribe right back. Refresh and then subscribe right back, like in a little bit. I'm going to get a notification late with no sound, no nothing. See, where's the notification? Notification 18 hours ago. Straight up bull. They're not sending it to me. They're not sending it to me. They're supposed to send it. It's supposed to go over the net. It goes to your phone. It's not supposed to just go straight, You shouldn't have. You don't have to be logged in. In other words, you don't have to be logged into YouTube in order to get notifications. Yeah. WBC. World boxing crazies. This is wild. This whole thing, man. I don't know what we're gonna do with boxing. Damn, it seems like new media is here to try to get boxing on the narrow, on the straight. But it's like nobody else wants to get it there. They turning boxing into buffoonery, and right in front of it, people don't even see it. It's like, wow, you don't even see this? They're turning boxing into clown status. What? You got to go back to what MTM said. He said sports entertainment. They trying to make boxing into a thing where it's just drama. And I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say that they do have the right players. When you talk about drama in boxing, they do have the right players right now. So it's not like they don't have the right players. They got the right players. So if somebody want to argue and fight about that, yeah, hey, go ahead and start the argument. I'll finish it by this. I'll name one name. I'll name one last name, and then that argument it'll be already over with. It'll be canned. And if I have to go with another name, I'll go with another name and another name. I got names. It's not like I don't have them. I mean, even if they're from different sports. And I understand there are a lot of athletes, they never get enough, and so an athlete wants to switch from one sport to another. I get that. I understand that. But if you're going to do it, then work your way up. You don't just automatically get to participate because you're an athlete in another sport. You see, Michael Jordan never went, I don't think he ever made it to the major leagues, right? He was always in the minor leagues. No matter what he showed on the basketball court, he was just always was in the minor league. And that showed that when he went to the minor leagues, just showed that he was actually, human. Or whatever. A lot of people wonder why he was even out there. And even some of the teammates wonder why he had a position, like a starting position or anything else out there in baseball. I mean, I don't see too many I don't see too many basketball players that can switch up and just go play baseball. Football players are a little bit different. We've had football players that played both, and they was really skilled at batting. Shit, we actually had two. We had Deion Sanders, and we had Bo Jackson at the same time, which was crazy. That they was both doing two sports at the same time, and they both was good at the sports. I would say that Bo Jackson was probably excellent at both sports. Like, it's just crazy to be good at a couple of sports at the professional level when you talk about sports. Different than athletics, and I'm gonna go out on a limb. That's not even a limb, but I'm gonna say that Bo Jackson was definitely an athlete, and Deion Sanders, I'm gonna say they both was athletes. They wasn't just sports figures or somebody who played a sport. Because the way it is now, the guys that are playing sports, they're just sports figures. They just play like a sport. That's it. But before they was considered athletes. But athletes is separate now, and we know that. So athletes is separate. They put that whole thing, so it's basically you got different, even when you have Olympics, you have more than one Olympics. Because you got the athletic portion of the Olympics, then you got individual sports. And in athletics, they're not called a sport. In athletics, they're going to be called an event. Yeah, so an event within athletics. And then you got sports within the athletics also. So you got sports within athletics, and you got events within athletics. The people that are in events are athletes. The ones that's in sports They're sports figures. They're just into a sport. Same. I mean, it's kind of weird, but to distinguish both of them. But the way that's the way you have to distinguish it, as you distinguish it as being athletics, and then you separate it from athletics to sports. And a lot of people don't get that. When I tried to explain it before, they're not getting that. They go, he's an athlete. Yeah, I'm not saying he can be athletic. He can be an athlete, but he's more or less a sportsman. He's in the sports. He's in a specific sports. Because as soon as you try to switch them up, you take these guys as what you call athletic. And we talked about that before in here. As soon as you take these guys and you put them out there with the athletes, then they fail miserably. But you take an athlete and you put them in a sport, they don't fail miserably. They just, what they fail at, they don't fail at anything when it comes to agility and speed. What they fail at is stuff that, well, some agility, like if football, like running routes and stuff like that, they may have never ran routes. That's different. But they don't have to run a route. If they way faster than you, if they can get down the field and get a distance on you, as soon as they take off, if they got 10 yards on you, that's a damn touchdown. You don't have to have but one route. All he got is a go route. Just get out there and just go. That's it. That's all it is. Oh, my brother's first up in here. I see him. Salute the Surf Flame. Don't worry about it. I'm going to read out the instructions, because when you come down, make sure you hit that like button when you come down. My brother comes in with the rules in the dressing room. Was when you first get here, you consider yourself being in the dressing room until you get in the web. Once you get in the web, then now you're in the web, and all is fair. You know, all is fair. On this Friday, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Not a whole lot better, but I'm feeling a little bit better. Yeah, twisted myself up. I don't know how we get our likes, man. These are people that come in and they may not have been able to sit down, something like that. But they've been coming in. They come in and out. I don't know how many people is like peeping in, but that's how you get the likes. Is people just peep in, like, oh, what Eagle talking about? Okay, let me go ahead and give them the shout out. But they don't want to come in, and they don't want to say too much, like right off the yeah. How we get 5 likes and no salute. Definitely, that's one of them things. You just scared them into it, where they make sure they come in and mash that like. They make sure they come in and mash that like button first. That's what that is, Sir Flame. They gonna come in. This is Friday Rap. Everybody usually come in on Friday Rap, right? You missed the whole damn week. Get your ass in here on Friday Rap and sit your ass down and talk to me and Sir Flame. Get your ass up in here so we can talk about it. I didn't see nothing exciting though, as far as I didn't see nothing exciting coming this week. We got, I don't even know if y'all had the schedule. I didn't even have it. I couldn't find it. It was on the side. I can't remember any of these guys. They fought on the 16th. I can't remember none of them. I don't know these guys. Do you know any of these guys? Let me read them off. I can't even say their name. Bohachuk, Igbokwe, Akhmedov, and Zagata, Kano, Zarillo. I didn't get these guys. That was Tuesday. So we had Tuesday. Only day we missed, I think, was Wednesday. But those two, the first two, the Bohachuk and the Igbokwe, that was yesterday. Akhmedov and Zagata, that was yesterday also. So I don't know. And then this weekend, I don't know. I got Venezuela is the only person, and I don't even know if I've been following him. He's the only person I can see for the weekend, and yes, there's other fights this weekend. I know we got White is coming up, I think. this month or October. Yeah, Dylan White. I want to see Otto Valeen put hands on him too. Kanaki fighting again. Yeah, but I want to see. I can't find it on here. But anyway, we know that it's coming up. Dylan White. I hope you get pieced up. That's right. I'm hoping against you. I hope Valeen put them hands on you. Valeen still need his shot. Somebody got to knock him out because he still need his shot again. He beat Tyson Fury up. So that's all that is. He beat Tyson Fury up, and that was it. Oh, okay. Brother said he ain't seen none of them. That's what I'm saying. They just throw these fights at us, and see, I didn't, and I'm sorry about that because I didn't even report it a couple of days ago. I should have reported it to y'all. I didn't see it. I didn't find it until earlier today. Is when I saw it. Yep. But y'all listen to Surf Flame. He said, "How we got 5 likes and no salutes? Y'all shit. Y'all better come in and salute." In other words, Surf Flame letting y'all know, hey, y'all salute to the chat. He need to get his salutes in. He feeling the kind of way today. Don't get twisted up with Surf Flame up in here, man. He feeling a certain way right now. He got that certain way on him. Hey man, I got that certain way on me right now. They better act right. I'm in that certain way right now. He handsy right now. Hey, y'all pay attention when they're handsy like that. Okay, but yeah, we do have some stuff coming up. Yeah, we got this out Saturday. Yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit, see who everybody got. Or if you guys even follow these guys, you know these little guys. It's like I was kind of hesitant. Derek Beatty got me to talk about the Nakatani fight because I wasn't really gonna mess with it that much. But Nakatani, he's a good little fighter. He's a good little fighter. I don't know. He's good, but that inside game, he better straighten up that inside game. Yes, he gonna get handed up. That's about the only thing I can say about that. Yeah, but what's frustrating me, man, I feel like I'm trapped in a cage, man. I just do. I don't know if anybody even know about that whole thing with the Jim Jones and shit. But that's what I feel like right now. I feel like the aliens is coming, or whatever is the end of time or whatever, and I got to drink that damn red Kool-Aid. I don't even like messing with too much stuff red. Yes, I know it's natural. I know I like my berries. I love berries. That's probably one of my favorite fruits. Like the mulberries and all that. Make my mulberry limeade and stuff like that. But to just make us, it's like I see D-Lo 404 out there. Salute to D-Lo 404. See, he came in and he said salute Surf Flame. Surf Flame, like, what we got all these likes for? We ain't got nobody in here saying salute. Yep. Might be just visitors or something like that. Yep. Yeah, D-Lo beat up that. Yeah, D-Lo beat up that like button. D-Lo said, he said no Kool-Aid zone. Yep, that's what it is. No Kool-Aid zone. Yeah, but they putting us in this situation, man, where they trying to tighten the screws up on us. Like you can't work here if you don't take the Kool-Aid. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I'm not hearing good news about that damn serums and shit. I'm hearing from credible sources and stuff that, that they messing with the fetuses of aborted fetuses and stuff, and that's kind of stuff that's in there. Man, ain't no telling what's in that cocktail. That shit is a time bomb. I don't care what they're trying to tell people. That's a time bomb. It ain't stopping nothing, so why you taking it? And they're acting like people, the non-vaccinated people ain't making me sick. The vaccinated people is making me sick because they're getting on my nerves. Okay, you got your vaccination. If we got vaccinations, then we got vaccination. That's it. Just shut up about it. They the one killing me. Oh, I ain't gonna be around somebody that ain't got no vaccination. Shut up. Vaccinate yourself from ugly before you start worrying about what somebody got. If you go to any major city, you go to you go to the impoverished parts of town. And sometimes it's not even the impoverished parts of town. It's just that they will bring the value down in that town by setting up tents and stuff like that. California is real bad with that. And you got all these homeless people out there. If you go by in the morning, guess what? You're exposed by more homeless, unvaccinated people than you will be in the entire day. Because it may be hundreds out there. And it usually is hundreds out there. You walk by any given block, there's areas that I can go by. I'm going to walk past 20, 30. I would say within 3 blocks, I'm going to walk past it, probably 50 homeless people. And I'm not going to sit there and worry about them. Oh, no, they ain't got no vaccination. Push them off a bridge now because they not going to ain't nobody interested in giving them no vaccination. They not pulling these people in or nothing like that. And these people, they may get into it with these people if they try to, like, involuntarily stick them in the middle of the street. They be like, no, I know how to stick my own self. That's not where I put my stuff. You know what I mean? They strap up, they put their stuff in a certain part of their arm or whatever. Or maybe they can't use their arm vessels no more. But this shit is just getting on my nerves, man. This Kool-Aid shit. I ain't messing with that Kool-Aid, man. I just got to, put it out there and I got to wait and see what happens. I'm not going to sit there and volunteer because it sounds too desperate. I've never seen the government this desperate. I've been around a long time, man. I've never seen the government all of a sudden get this desperate. But anyway, for you that are not sitting down in here, like my brother D-Lo and Sir Flame, for those of you that are not sitting down, you're in the dressing room. Sir Flame says salute to Eagles Web. He says salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said, jab that like button on y'all neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. He got the fire up good with the 100, with the glove, and those things that take care of business. So make sure you understand that. Make sure you understand the rules from the dressing room before you slide down that web and get in here and somebody dealing with you that you wasn't expecting to get dealt with. I wasn't expecting that. No, you wasn't expecting it, but you get what you get. Let me see what my brother got out here. My brother said, it's no coincidence that street people typically have stronger immune systems. Well, it's all of our immune systems are strong. If you had to all of a sudden be in, because a lot of these street people, I'm gonna say the vast majority of street people they were not in the street. The homeless goes up. It's like a statistic. It's like I lost my home. I lost my job. Now I'm homeless. Because homeless didn't start off as like a community like all the homeless. No. Homeless started off like keeping themselves out of society's eyes. I mean, they would frequent stuff like close to the railroad stations and stuff like that. That's the way they frequent. They didn't frequent in the cities as much. Before our time, that what they did is they was out they was out there waiting in these rural train stops so they could ride trains and go from, city to city and stuff like that. But back to that whole focus. Yes, some of them probably will have stronger immune system, but some of them have beat down immune systems because you got to realize that a lot of homeless people die. And a lot of homeless people will die coming up this winter. In the wintertime, a lot of homeless die. And that just shows that their immune system is not that high, because if it's so strong, they wouldn't get the sicknesses that they get in the winter and die. A lot of it will be from exposure. Some of it will be from severe pneumonia, colds, and that type of thing. But yeah, they're the same. They're the same people as us. They are a little bit stronger, and I'm not disagreeing with you. They are going to be a little stronger, and those are like the street people, but somebody who's freshly homeless, and which I see a lot of fresh homeless people all the time. It's hard for them to make it. Yeah, I know. He said my point is that many of our luxuries and advancements hurt our immune system. Yeah, we end up hurting our own self because your body's supposed to be able to fight off certain stuff. But I put it to you like this, which a lot of people don't want to understand or don't want to address. is that when you was talking about advancements and stuff like that, uh, we have been poked and prodded ever since we were children. Even that process is it's the survival of the fittest. That's what it is. If you understood, which I'm not going to get into on here, but do your research about, there's agendas and stuff out there. Even us getting shot up with needles, us taking pills, and all that type of stuff, certain food that we eat, it was already mentioned by certain people in the 1800s. And their last name starts with an R. I'm just going to say that much about it. Their last name starts with an R. They said what they was going to do to us, and guess what? This is 2021, and they are doing exactly, over 100 years, almost 200 years later, they're doing exactly what was projected way back in the 1800s. They're doing exactly what they said they was going to do. They said what they was going to do to us, and they're doing exactly what they said. And I'm not even going to any kind of, I'm not telling anybody to go to any kind of website or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, you have to understand that that a lot of stuff has been set up on us from the start. Yeah, there you go, exposure. That's the same thing. Because D'Lo said around here, most of them die due to extreme elements, sad stuff. Yeah, that exposure is something else. That's one of the worst ways. That's one thing that does happen to you. That's one of the worst ways too, is that this happens to you. I don't even know what this is, man, but I had to go get this. I'm gonna try to show it to y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's great. This goes into your phone where you put your earphones at. Sorry, you can't use it on Apple. But this is like bling. I don't know. It's not really shining, but you can see it. But it's gonna bling on my phone like a little crown. Looks like, see the top? Look like a little crown with a little orb on top of it. I thought it was pretty cool. It didn't cost me that much. So I said, okay, let me just check this out. I mean, it's just a conversation piece. I know people, oh man, check this out. You got your phone, the phone blinged out. I don't really think it helps with reception or anything. Who knows? It may. But that's crazy. That's just one little thing. Yeah. But this whole thing, D-Lo, is getting on my nerves. This whole, exposing us to this, exposing us to that. Now, I might have been more, I would be more compliant if they didn't sound like desperate housewives and shit. Did all the government sound like they too desperate for it? No, y'all sound too desperate for this shit. Especially when it's something that they saying is really survivable, like 90-something% survivable. I'm like, no, I don't know, man. That's scaring me. Not like fear scares, it's scaring me to like, why are you trying to push this so far? Yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about the WBC as much, but these people it's just a sickness that's going around. Like I was saying earlier in the show, that they're playing with our sport. You know what I mean? They're playing with our sport, a sport that we love and we like to follow. They're playing with that sport. Not good. Yeah, they're messing this sport up the way that they're doing it. They're just really messing up the sport. Because like I said, we got these characters came in. We got Disney characters now. So we got Disney characters just, trying to take over boxing. We got certain other sports figures that want to get into boxing, and some of them are realizing that boxing is not, you don't play boxing. Some of them find that out, and then some of them don't. I think Tito Ortiz found that out because Anderson Silva, it just ended up being slick. He ended up being somebody that, that caught on the boxing and figured out what you got to do. Really slippery. Now, we will have some of those people that get into boxing, and we will have some of the other ones that'll be, kind of trash. We need to embrace anybody that brings anything positive to boxing, no matter what we feel about them. But if it's going to give boxing a certain look, then let's take that. Let's take that and run with it. You know what I mean? Let's take it and run with it. If they're going to do, if boxing is going to have a good look behind what you do, and then let's just take it. Let's take it for what it is. You're like, okay, he's bringing this to boxing. Let's just take it. Take it. You bringing some kind of crap to boxing? No. We don't necessarily have to entertain them, but let's just not even really talk about them. Because you got to realize that we make up all the conversations, folks. We make the conversation up. They give us something to talk about, but then we make up the rest of the conversation. See? So if they're talking about something or they're doing something that we don't like, we can either talk about it real briefly or we can just leave it alone. We can say, you know what, I'm not even going to touch that. I'm going to leave that alone. As a matter of fact, D-Lo, yeah, it's getting, so we're going to be going into the fall real short. Another, what we got? A week? We got exactly a week. 6 days. That we'll be going, 6 days, we'll be going into the fall. And then from the fall, we'll be into winter like real quick. And yeah, we'll see these people out there. I mean, where I'm at, and where I usually go and do business, they're right there. But there's a lot of people that come through, a lot of affluent people that come through, and they give out like brand new, blankets and pillows, and they take care of them. But a lot of those people that have been out there, they don't even need it. They don't want it. They don't need it because they can just sleep in the jacket, man. They just tough. Their skin is tough, man. They're so they got that elephant thick crust on them to where they're insulated. So some of them don't even take the blankets and stuff, and they'll be around. What I don't see is, what gets me is how you walk around when it's that cold barefoot and when it's that hot barefoot. But mostly when it's cold, how you walk around in the rain and no matter what, and they just walk just regular like it's nothing in those elements like it ain't nothing, man. My feet will be frozen, man. My skin will shrivel up out there walking around in the rain like that. Or in the cold, because get cold. Once you get into the what you guys consider cold? I consider cold anything for me. Cold is anything below 60. Matter of fact, some things above 60 is cold, but when you get below 60, that's cold. And when you're walking around barefooted at 45 degrees, that's too cold. That is the temperature of your refrigerator where your vegetables are. About 45 degrees, somewhere in there. I think it's in between 45 and 50, something like that. And then your refrigerator is above 30, probably like 36 would be a good temperature. 36 to 40 for a refrigerator. So you imagine walking around at 40 degrees, you're walking around, it's like a refrigerator with no jacket, no shoes, and none of that. And so I'm just bringing that up because he made a point about the elements and stuff like that, and that's terrible. Like me, I used to celebrate the holidays by just helping out, the unfortunate or whatever, the poor people. I used to help them out like that. I used to open up my trunk. I have toys and stuff. I just stop randomly and just give the toys away. I could have done that any time of year. You still can. But the same thing with them. If you can give some blankets away. Yeah, okay. D-Lo said, yeah, about the same, especially with wind. Yeah, anything, yeah, 60 degrees, man. With me, I'm cold. And I know that I know Texas. That Texas wind ain't no joke either, though. Because Texas ain't full of mountains and shit. Texas, that ain't no joke when it get cold down there. That sleet. And I know Texas has some times where they get that severe, is that what it's called? I don't know. Is that what it's called? Sleet, right? What's that frozen? What's the, not hail. Is it hail? Hail is the, I grew up, hail was the, like the rocks, right? The frozen rocks that come out the sky. That's hail, right? But isn't sleet like sheets of ice or something like that? I know they get that shit in Texas. I was down there one time and they got that shit. They got all that frozen cold shit. I was like, damn, I thought Texas was supposed to be hot. Man, I was down there freezing, man. I'm like, this place ain't hot. I went down there. It was still winter, you know. But that's because they tricked us. Remember they tricked us? Remember everybody was tricked with that whole equator shit? Y'all still believe in the equator? Y'all still believe that? Y'all still believe the equator? The equator is full of you know what? On a traditional map. Now that's some more knowledge for y'all. On the traditional map, the equator is BS. If you look at where the equator goes on a traditional map, just pull out a map and look at a traditional map and see where the equator goes. You'll be like, oh, they full of you know what. Because some of the places it goes to is up north in America. Ain't no way it gets that hot. It stays hot or warm all the time. Nope. That whole equator line, that's all bullshit. But see, a lot of people won't want to learn. They don't want to, oh no, the equator, that's right, man. What would you do? Where'd you put it? Oh, it has to be accurate. Man, get out of here. That shit ain't accurate. Look at it. Just research certain stuff. Go back, and I challenge you to go back and restudy your social studies and history and all those things that you had to study. It don't take you long because you're a grown-ass man now. You're a grown-ass woman. It don't take you that long. Just go back and see what they was teaching you in 4th and 5th grade, 6th grade. Just go back and look at the lessons. Because you can Google back. Because now they might even be trying to hide it even more now. Just go back and look at what they was telling you. You're going to be like, man, that was straight up bullshit. Why would you even teach us that? We could have been way further ahead if you would just taught us the right shit. Oh yeah, Sir Flame said, yeah, I know about Jim and his special juice. Okay, I was asking. Yeah, I asked y'all that earlier, man. Y'all know about Jimmy's juice. Juicy juice. I ain't trying to mess with Jimmy's juice. But look how, okay, we talk boxing, right? But even though we got off the top and we start talking about Jimmy's juice, guess what? Jimmy's juice is still paralleling in boxing right now. I'm going to tell you this thing about it is that when they say somebody's juicing, they're actually telling you the truth. You know what I mean? What's up, D Ray? Overphone. I don't know how to pronounce your name, man. I don't know you look like something else. You say salute fam, but you look like RD Ray. I didn't see no light. You see a like out there, D-Lo? Yeah, we just talking about getting our likes on your way in. Cause we got a lot of people putting likes up but no salute. And so we ain't familiar with you right now. I'm not seeing no blue. I'm not alarmed right now, but I ain't seeing no blue on you. And you sound like fam. You put down fam. Okay. But if you fam, most fam got blue suits on. So, I don't know, man. We're going to find out what you is and who you is. Yeah, but back to the story. So, when they talk about the whole juice thing, is they're correct when they say that somebody's juicing. When it don't sounds like something that you're doing something wrong, and they're right. You are doing something wrong. It still parallels to that whole to the Jimmy juice. Jimmy juice ain't no good for you, and juicing ain't no good for you. I mean, juicing like at home juicing. If you got a nice juicer, that's worth it. Most people don't juice because it's hard to get it. I put it this way: they made it so ridiculous to get a good juicer, to where you really can't afford it. I mean, you scratching and trying to survive. And so they put a good juicer. You talking $500, $600, $1,000, $1,500. That's too much money. People ain't gonna put that out to get a good juicer because they want to change their lifestyle. But you probably should. I'm just saying, it's a good investment. You probably should. I know you don't want to, but you probably should just go on and get yourself a good one. Why not? Yeah, why not just go get something good? Because if you don't, you get a cheap juicer, which I had one before, so I experienced it. A cheap juicer, half your juice is gonna be inside the machine and staining up the machine. Because you got all the what they call that pulp. You got all the pulp and fiber and stuff that's left behind, but your pulp and fiber is all full of juice. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be dried out. It's supposed to be like paper. That's what fiber is, right? Fiber is like paper, twigs. That's what it should be. When you get all that juice out, that's what it's supposed to be. And then you reuse that. You reuse the fiber in something else, like some stew or something like that. You put that in there. Help you with your digestion. But that's crazy because I remember doing juice. I'm like, damn, why is it taking so many? I didn't know. I was slow to the game. I'm like, why it take 10 apples to make 1 glass of apple juice? That's something wrong. Juice dripping all off your juicer. All the pulp is wet. No, that's not a good. I'm not telling anybody to get one of those. Don't get one of those. You're gonna be mad. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your time. Don't get one of those. You got to get a good one. And we just talking about the good, good juice. But yeah, the Jimmy juice. I don't know if that D-Ray offer phone over phone. I don't know if you know anything about Jimmy, but Jimmy giving out the red Kool-Aid. We ain't trying to play no red Kool-Aid. We're not playing with any of the alls, raws. When you talk about raws and oids, I'm just using the last part of the words. The oids, the alds. That's the biggest one right now. The alls. The alls are those are the biggest things that's going right now. All the juices that have all at the end of the name. Those are the big ones right now. And I don't know how much you guys still gonna respect that whole camp. I'm not gonna talk about that camp today, but I'm gonna bring it out a little bit. But how many people in here actually respect the WBC camp? And I'm calling it the WBC camp. You know who I'm talking about? The one that has, Canelo in there. That one. That camp. The Val, do you guys still got respect? Are they suspect yet? I guess, is that a better question? Or should I make it even broader? Should I give it to where you can throw anybody in there? Name any boxer that you feel right now is, kind of suspect on the legitimacy of his cleanliness within boxing. Is that cold? That's not really cold, huh? Y'all like the way I worded that? His cleanliness in boxing. So which fighters do you guys see right now that are suffering from non-cleanliness in boxing? Or are there any? Is it a figment of our imagination? Is it something that's just made up? Is it made up? Second question. Are so many fighters really suffering from the Roro? Matter of fact, more specifically, do you really think Tyson Fury had the Roro, and do you really feel that Oscar De La Hoya really had the Roro? I'm just asking. This is live chat. This is put the discussion out there, and this is question and answer time right now. On the rap, the Eagles Way Up Friday Rap. So I'm gonna let y'all have it, and then I'll get back in there with you. I'm gonna sit here and look at y'all. Cause one of y'all got something good to say, and I just want to hear it. What you got to say out there, D-Ray, off of her phony? If you don't say nothing, I'm just gonna call you D-Ray because you taking my family's name out there. You saying D-Ray, so I'm gonna call you D-Ray of the phonies. Oh, I don't want to mess with you, but you came in here, you all quiet and stuff. And I don't know if you hit my like button. I don't think you hit my like button, so I'm going to give you a hard time. But I'm just waiting. So the questions are, you guys got the questions, right? Is anybody right now suspect? Do we have anybody who's suspect right now as far as any of the fighters that we feel like they're suspect? Or was this a life lesson? Is everybody clean? I'm going to start hitting y'all with stuff until y'all answer. Is this a life lesson? Is everything cool now because of this last episode? Is that going to scare people out and make them stop doing those type of things? Will they get better? Will they get better doctors? Okay, D-Lo 404 I'm about to try, but I'm listening. I got you, brother. I know y'all listening. I'm just trying to get a response. All D-Ray over phony is just offer phony. The D-Ray is the offer phony. Is in here laughing. That's all right. As long as he got him laughing. He ain't really participating. He said, I subscribed. Okay, you subscribe. That ain't gonna get you suited up. You gotta watch your ass. We gotta watch you. I told you Sir Flame was watching your ass anyway. Don't make Sir Flame get itchy fingered, because once he get itchy fingered, it might be over with for you. I can't stop what they do, man. You gonna see what you? I don't know. Maybe you did. Yeah, I see you subscribed. Yep. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. I see that you put your subscription in. Well, that's good. You can always use a good person if they're gonna subscribe. Yep. Yeah, but we got this stuff coming up. Okay, I see y'all don't want it. Y'all doing like you usually do. You want Eagle to tell you. But I'm not gonna say anything because this is Friday Rap. So Friday Rap is when you get to bring up certain stuff. Also, and we talk about it because it's the rap. This is the rap show. But let me get into. I don't know if let me name these people, man, because I don't know if you guys even know them. I don't know if I'm following any of these fighters. I don't even have my list no more. Good idea for everybody is you're a boxing fan. When you have time, you already know some of the records of most of the fighters, but up and coming fighters. So you have an up and coming fighter. So put the up and comers name down, his weight, what he did in the amateurs if you can, almost like a box rec. And if you following him, if he's from the States, if you're gonna follow him, if he's from Puerto Rico or whoever he's from, so put your notes on for them because because boxing is changing within the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Boxing is changing, and we're gonna have there's new guys that's already here. The new guys are coming through. The guys that you think are new now, they're not new. 5 years from now, Canelo, he's not going to be new. If he's still around 5 years, if somebody don't take him out. But let me see. So tomorrow we got British. I got Ali British. He's 19-1-0 versus Gorse. I don't know if I know him. The Venezuela out of U.S. I've heard of him, and so I'm probably gonna have to catch up with him. He's 9-0, and he's stepping up against Barrio, 22-3-1. So he's stepping up against him. And then we got Frank, which Frank is 13-2-0, and that's I think he's out of England or something, against Window, 6-3-1. So I'm not gonna call it a garbage fight, but I'm going with Frank on that. And I think I only seen him fight. Bacoli, I think I saw him fight. 16-1-0, and he's fighting against Osumanu, 11-2-0. So I think I'm gonna go with Bacoli on that one, but we're gonna see. And then Sunday we got Montgomery versus Jumokonov. His name, Jane? Jumokonov. That's what it looks like. Jumak Hanov. I don't know. Poland? Is that Polish? Ov. Where's the Ovs come from? Y'all know better than I do. Where's the Ovs come from? Kosovo? Where they come from? The Ovs, the OV, Kovalovs and stuff like that. Where they come from? Ukraine or something like that? I forget. But anyway. And then we got old Quinn, which I haven't heard of Quinn in a long time, if it's the same Quinn. That American fighter against Sanchez. I like the names on both of them. I like the names. I don't really know, but those are on the 20. Those are Friday. Those are next Friday. So we'll probably cover those. Again. I don't know who you guys got. I don't know who you want. Then later on, so next weekend we're gonna get finally get the Joshua Usyk. We're gonna get the Okoli and Prosovic, and then I think they canceled this one. I'm not sure. They said October 4th, Lopez and Kambosos Jr. I'm not sure if that's on, because I keep hearing different stuff about it. Okay, let's look at the fight information. Valenzuela versus Bedio. These are American fighters. We might as well check them out. Okay, and that one is going to be, that's in California. Mechanics Bank Arena, California. And no teller to tape for Venezuela for some reason. But Bedio is 30 years old, 5'7". Don't know what his reach is, but they both orthodox. Valenzuela looks like he has a 70-inch reach, 5'8". So 5'8" and 5'7", 5'8" and 5'7", respectively. Unanimous decision and split decision. Wins 6 KO versus 13. 67% KO for Venezuela versus 59 for Barrio. 0 losses versus 3 losses. Stopped 0 times. Draws 1 for Barrio. And debut 2018. And Barrio's he's been in there for 11 years now. So 2010. So I'm probably going to have to go with Venezuela on that. Like I said, 2 American fighters. I don't think they're in the top 20 yet, but we're gonna check. We should check them out. And that's Saturday. So I guess that's gonna be a preliminary fight. I got to find a way to sneak in and get these. Look at these fights. Yep. Who we got? We got some disturbances up in here. Special Zeus. Let me see. Okay, Sir Flame, I didn't even see that one. He said my wife had to take it to keep her job. Yep, see? And all my strong prayers go out to anybody who's messing with that stuff, because I don't think it can be good. But I'm just being honest, Regardless, I got a lot of people in my family took it, and I just don't think it's good. I just don't think it's good. I don't. I don't think it's good for you at all. And I don't think that anything that you shoot into yourself is good. Because the Creator gave us all mouths to take stuff. And they shooting stuff in you like a snake. Just don't dig it. I'm just saying that. God didn't say that, but Surflame said, I'm not taking that shit. He said, I'm not taking shit. Yep. Yep. Here. Come get your shot. D-Lo 4. Okay, about to drive. Okay, I surprised. Thanks for the subscribe at D-Ray. Make sure you jab that like button also. That's what. Yeah. Look at D-Ray. D-Ray put up Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty. Is the Statue of Liberty on Ellis Island? I don't remember. Is it on Ellis Island? They got 2 islands out there, right? They got more than one. Long Island, which is not really the island. They got, I think that's Liberty. Ellis is where the immigrants used to come to. I think the immigrants used to go to Ellis. If I'm not mistaken, all the immigrants used to go to when they was coming from overseas. That's where they had to stop there first, so they could check them out, check them into the city. Oh, you said offer phony comes from public education. It must come from public education. The way you spelling out there, man, your spelling is terrible. Your spelling is worse than my speech. So I can't be having you. I'm at to calm you down on writing. You can't say too much. Okay, so you guys didn't mention anything about those fighters coming up. You guys got any horses in the race this weekend? Or y'all waiting for next weekend? Okay, because if you guys don't have nobody for this weekend, who you got for next weekend? Let's talk about that. More or less, I know who you guys got, but I'm asking anyway. Usyk, Joshua. Huh? Usyk and Joshua. Who you guys got? Let's just talk about that. I haven't talked about Joshua because if he is actually a fighter, I guess we're going to talk about it. If and he is a fighter, then we're going to see. But I've been noticing stuff, and I haven't been falling for it. But a lot of people have been falling for it. And I'm going to let you know, don't fall for it. Because they're talking about, they got all these little tapes and stuff out talking about Joshua, talking about his skill set, and I don't know, they might have one on multimedia, which I do watch multimedia stuff. I mentioned them on my channel. I watch some of the stuff because the way he talked like he a professional, like he really doing something when it comes to sports. But I'm gonna say this. I don't care how you box. I don't care what your skill set is like. If you in the professional ranks and you are a hider, then I got a problem with that. Say it again. If you are a boxer, I'll change it a little bit. Highly acclaimed boxer in boxing, professional boxing. And it appears to not just me, but it appears to more than one person that you are avoiding somebody. I got a problem with you. I got a problem with even your skill set. I got a problem with it. Right? As a matter of fact, just thinking about it, D-Lo might know this. I don't know if you know this or not, D-Lo, but did Anthony Joshua, he lost the WBA, right? D-Lo put AJKO number 7. Did you, D-Ray offer phony says Usyk by split decision. And then he said D-Lo 404 box. He says salute. Okay, so the question again is that when you have fighters, this is my response. You have fighters that are supposed to be all that, they're supposed to be all that in the bag of chips. That's how they used to call it so many years ago. You think you're all that in the bag of chips. In other words, you bring in all the skill set, you bring in all the fame and glory, which you bring in you got the fans, you got everything, but you are stuck in avoidance mode to avoid certain fighters. Then I probably got a problem with you. I'm probably gonna have a problem with you. I'm probably not gonna have as much respect for you. I don't know if I agree with D-Lo. I probably give AJ the edge, but let me throw a couple of things in there. As far as like the sneaky factor. So this might be a thing where the sneaky factor works in the favor. Usyk, I don't think he's a dumb fighter. And I think he may even have a chance to outcraft AJ. He might have a chance. By watching how AJ fights and knowing what AJ needs to do to get the W, there's a lot of little crafty things you can do to keep AJ from getting that W. So what are AJ's weaknesses? That anybody knows it. What is his weaknesses? Don't make me have to come out with the weaknesses of AJ. Right? If somebody can give me 2 weaknesses, then that's what I'm going to wait on. I'm going to wait for you guys. Whoever's there, I need 2 weaknesses. And, well, he has more than 2. And not the totally obvious one. Don't tell me about that. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't tell me about that. I just want to know 2 of AJ's weaknesses. And not that one that you guys are you want to be so quick to put down. Don't put that one down. I shouldn't have to say which one not to put down. Y'all stop it. Oh shit, so Oklahoma gonna have a fight, huh? That's the Queen and Sanchez. It's gonna be in Oklahoma on Showtime. I'll watch that one. Do. Okay. I see one response. AJ gas tank. As you say, not full or just not. He ain't running off a premium sometime. He does like to take a break. He got a lot of muscles to try to keep that fuel in. I'm not trying to give nobody no answers or something like that, but I need to get some more answers out of my crew out here, man. Come on, Sir Flame, what it is. So, how does that come into play? So, I'm just the reason I'm bringing this up because I want to give you another side of, because I know for the most part, people will be going with AJ. I think Ray went with Rivera, and Rivera got beat up. That was what, last month? Anyway, I need 2 weaknesses. That's a pretty good one. I was looking for something more, not specific, but yeah, specific. But I was just looking for a different answer. So what else we got, folks? Don't make me play the music. I gotta play the timeout music. I gotta play the get the answer music. I might start putting a clock on here. Do my little clock. the clock countdown. A lot of people do that. They do the alarm and all that. That's a pretty good one, but that's not it. That's not the only one though. I'm just trying to open eyes when it comes to this fight. Because I don't want to be surprised, one where because it could be no surprise or it can be a hell of a surprise. And see, that's what I didn't want y'all to put down. That's what I was saying. I said, don't put down that answer. You come right back with it. But that's fine. At least I got two. That's two that I can go with. I don't know if Usyk have enough power to really put it on AJ like that. But then, if he got a softness of chin, how many sticks does it take to get to the brittleness of your chin? How many sticks does it take to get to the brittleness of his chin? Which that could come into play, D-Lo. That can come into play, brother. So I just got these two answers. So actually, that might be two of the biggest ones. And I think that the D-Ray over phony may have a point. Yeah, that he may have a point up in here. And I'm thinking that those are more valid than what I was going to give him at first, because I had some more. I'm not even going to talk about it. Y'all didn't want to put it down, so I'm just going to the stamina and chin. Those are two of the best observations for the fight. Because I think Usyk is going to have a little bit more movement, a little bit more stamina. And I would say that his key would be to chin check AJ quite a bit. Right? Another thing is AJ is not really necessarily the fastest heavyweight. It's not that fast. So Usyk does have a lot of stuff playing in his favor. But what he doesn't have in his favor is getting caught himself. I've never seen him out. I don't know that Usyk has ever been out. So it might be his first experience of getting tagged like extremely hard and maybe not being able to shake it off. But if he can shake it off, then we may get an exciting fight. If he can get AJ holding and tired, then that might be something. That might be something that we could look into. Yeah, you saying phone E. Oh, phony. Not funny. I'm saying phony, like phone, not like phone, not like you holding up the phone, but like phony, like, oh, this whole fake phone. I'm just saying phony, as I don't know, because it says over, it could be over, or offer, it could be offer, D-Ray offer phony, or you're over phony, or something like that. So I'm just calling it out like that. You said if AJ get to the body, he wins. He can throw good body shots. I'm looking at AJ like something in the pocket, probably. I'm looking at the most punishing, damaging things that he can do will probably be his uppercuts. His uppercuts could pay dividends, but they may not. I'm not going to be all stuck and struck like, oh shit, I'm surprised. No, nothing's going to surprise me, because all the cats are out the bag. There's no cats left in the bag, Sir Flame. Which cats is left in the bag? All of them are out. I mean, far as they're out to where we're gonna look now. You understand what I mean? We're gonna look because all this phoniness coming up. We're gonna look. We're not gonna just dismiss everything. We're not gonna pretend like you are not a cocktail partaker. We're not gonna look at it like that. No, he don't do cocktails. We're not gonna look at it like that. If it comes up that you on the Jimmy Juice, and if you are on the Jimmy Juice, then hopefully the people that mess with me ain't gonna mess with you the same, and the people that don't mess with me ain't gonna mess with you the same. Matter of fact, I'm just calling out for the whole boxing nation, or mother's culture, fans and everybody alike, that they more or less denounce you if you're on the Jimmy Juice. Because if you're on the Jimmy Juice, you're taken away from the whole legacy of boxing. And you will not, in my mind, you won't be able to replace anybody like you think you can. Oh, I'm better than such and such. I'm good. I'm this and no. You won't be able to replace anybody. I'm not going to allow you to replace anybody if you are on the Jimmy Juice. If you're on the Jimmy Juice, you can forget it. Yeah. But there's too many fights D-Ray offer phony. There's too many fights this weekend for anybody to actually pick them up. They don't know these fighters, and I don't know. I only got like 2 names out: Valenzuela and Berrio. I know Valenzuela. I remember that name because Berrio sounds like Barrios, and I know Barrios, but I don't remember Berrio. And he's been there for a while. Probably see him and be like, "Oh, damn, I seen him fight a lot," but I don't see. They don't have the pictures and stuff like that. And Frank, I heard of Frank, and they were talking shit about Frank was supposed to be something. And I'm gonna go with Frank and Wendell. Bakoli and Asamanu. I don't know if I heard of Bakoli. I heard of Okoli or something like that, but not Bakoli. I haven't really heard of him, and I'm sorry about that because I don't cover some of these fights like the low, because that's lightweight, but they are heavyweights though. So the Bakoli, I'll look into him. We'll see. We'll see what he's gonna bring. He only got 1 loss, so we're gonna see what Bakoli brings. Maybe he brings some. Hey, maybe he bringing that smoke. But the Queen and Sanchez, they just bantamweights, and y'all know how I feel about that. But I'm gonna watch them because the little guys have been more exciting than the big guys lately. Yeah. But I don't know about that as far as AJ and getting to the body and stuff like that. But we're gonna see. It's just not a whole lot in boxing to really cover that everybody else hasn't really covered. And I just want to try to stay ahead, and that's why I'm trying to give y'all a game on it. It's like, yeah, we got to watch these fighters to make sure that they do these things that they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? And stop giving big ups to people that might be on that juice. And matter of fact, the Disney characters, these Disney characters, they were supposed to do blood tests. And just think about it. The one Disney character did not do a blood test when he fought Tyron Woodley. Just to let you know. So Tyron Woodley fought somebody that might have been on the Jimmy Juice. He might have been on that JJ. The JJ. I like that. Yeah. You mess with, I think D-Ray off of phony. Are you not messing with that JJ, are you? Yeah, don't mess with that JJ, brother. That go for all y'all. Y'all don't mess with the JJ. But let's get out of here early today, man. Y'all go ahead and enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna try to enjoy mine. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. You know what this is, Friday, man. Nothing but blessings. On the Friday Rap with Eagle, y'all know what it is. And some of you people that come in here, just drop down the web, man. People want to introduce themselves to you. Sir Flame want to introduce himself, man. Y'all, scared, man, stop being so scared. Coming in here with the, let me get the likes up and y'all get the likes up and run. Y'all know what it is though. Friday night. Yep, Friday. Yeah, just thinking about it, man. That's who I didn't see. I didn't see D to the baby today. Yep. I didn't see the brother. Did not see the brother today. Yeah. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.